Hello there, and welcome back. And after this long, I really do mean that. My name is Reimer, I don't rhyme, and you've probably been wondering what I've been up to. I've been working furiously to get good at my new job, easier said than done, and I've been working equally as furiously trying to get my next short film made, along with other Constar projects. It hasn't all been work though. Lex has been the one constant in my life that I never want to take for granted. But another constant in my life for the past 8 years has been Grand Theft Auto Online. GTA Online was the start of a lot of things for me. It was the first time I got into multiplayer gaming, and when I transferred from PS3 to PS4, I met some incredible people who remain my friends to this day. It also gave me things to look forward to. I vividly remember when the Heist update came out in 2015, being stuck at a leadership camp wanting desperately to go home and play it. The same thing happened again with the Cunning Stunts update in my theater camp. Fuck camps. This game is the ultimate in roleplay. Whether you want to be a racer, an executive, a biker, or a fucktard in an Oppressor Mark II, it's all possible in Los Santos. So it was no surprise how excited I was when Rockstar Games announced GTA Expanded and Enhanced for the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. 4K HDR at 60 frames per second. But here's the thing. The announcement for the new version of the game was made in June 2020. The game actually came out in March, this March, and the community has bashed it. So today, let's see if there's any hope for the definitive version of GTA Online. The biggest problem with this version of the game was without a doubt the marketing. Despite the delay in the launch from November 2021 to March 2022, Rockstar Games continued to remain silent to the community and refused to show any kind of trailer or any details on the newswire until a week before the 15th. It certainly didn't help matters that they quietly dropped the Expanded and Enhanced tagline around that point, a sign to the community that this would be just another port of the same game that had existed for years. The issues with GTA Online on these consoles stem from more than the game itself. In fact, it stems from a rocky year for Rockstar Games. My favorite update for GTA Online was without a doubt the Tuners update. Fan favorite cars were released with breakthrough customization and the ability to drift. The problem was that there was a bug with these cars from that update that led to their top speeds being ridiculous. Remember that for later. So naturally, Rockstar went overboard fixing it, despite it not being game-breaking whatsoever. It was a fun free mode activity for drag racing at the airport, not for the official Rockstar-created races. But, alas, Rockstar's Nerf hammer came down and ruined the performance, driftability, and all-around fun with these cars. And despite the community's pleas, these cars remain nerfed and expanded and enhanced. Then there are the problems Rockstar faces outside of GTA Online. Its sister game, Red Dead Online, has been all but abandoned, aside from players getting the opportunity to unlock a pair of pants this week. Hashtag Save Red Dead Online started trending, clearly going over the heads of Rockstar Games, as the game still has not received any game-changing updates for the better part of a year. And to cap it all off, the release of the definitive edition of the GTA trilogy, a release that should have been a sure hit, was rushed out and riddled with more bugs than Cyberpunk 2077. I was just about to record this when Rockstar announced GTA Plus, which is fucking stupid and you shouldn't pay for it. You pay Rockstar Games $8 Canadian a month to get access to new overpriced cars early and to get some extra GTA dollars when you spend more real-life money on GTA money. Pretty pathetic, right? Rockstar Games has been through the ringer this year. According to the vast majority of YouTubers and people on Reddit, Expanded and Enhanced should be another casualty in this trend of subpar Rockstar products. But to me, it isn't. I actually like it. Okay, it's not perfect. The character migration left a lot of PC players pissed off, and the deletion of your online progress on the older console left me having to say goodbye to a lot of my PS4 friends until they can actually get their hands on a reasonably priced PS5. In addition, the majority of the new cars added that are able to be upgraded in how Special works to receive massive speed boosts are reskins of cars nobody really cared about. Oh boy, another Porsche SUV and a supercar I don't know the name of in real life. Thanks, Rockstar. But from playing the game, I feel the positives outweigh the negatives. I haven't smiled this much playing GTA in a while, and it brings me back to my high school days. This is what I wanted from GTA Online. The 60 frames per second makes it impossible to go back to the previous version. The 4K makes my screenshots look amazing, and the HDR is, quite simply, phenomenal. This blows Red Dead's HDR out of the water, which looked like a Ron Howard western. Sure, Red Dead still has better lighting and textures, but until we see a PS5 upgrade for that game, I prefer the punchy colors and the 60 frames per second. The haptic triggers make driving far more enjoyable, as you can feel the car struggling for grip as it slides past a group of cops. There's the little things too, like the much improved tire smoke and the loading times that finally match Rockstar's gameplay trailer from almost a decade ago. But my favorite part is one of the new cars, an actual new car. In fact, it's the free car you get from migrating your character, the Karen S95. I wasn't excited for this car, mostly because the Toyota 86 and Subaru BRZ are underwhelming cars, at least stock. They don't have high top speeds, and they won't be setting any lap time records. But from what I've heard about them, they are cars that nail the driving experience. And the same can be said about the S95. It's not the easiest car to drive, but it's definitely not the hardest. You have to pay attention to the throttle and where the car is pointing. And once it's pointing in the right direction, it accelerates to an incredible top speed like an autistic toddler trying to escape West Edmonton Mall during Black Friday. For comparison, the fastest car in GTA is the Ocelot Pariah, with a top speed of 135 miles an hour. The S95, with the new Autoshop upgrades, destroys the Pariah at 155 miles an hour. It makes you wonder why they nerfed the top speed of the tuners' vehicles in the first place. It's actually scary to drive a car this fast in GTA Online. But it's also addicting. The haptic triggers and stable frame rate make this car one of the fastest vehicles to go around my Top Gear test track. This is what I wanted in this port, more than a land expansion or a graphical overhaul. I wanted to have fun in Los Santos again. I wanted a new favorite car, both in-game and in real life. And I got what I wanted. On that wonderful note, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.